Farm4Profit podcast. Take a listen, have a blast. Farm4Profit podcast. Learn about farming while having a laugh. Farm4Profit podcast.
Well, Dave, welcome to the podcast. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Is this the first time you've ever been to USCHI?
No, this will actually be my second year.
What is USCHI?
USCHI?
I've not said it correctly. What, United Custom Harvesters?
United States Custom Harvesters.
Oh, I thought it was like a fancy
What's
like
the I?
purse or something.
Incorporated.
Incorporated.
Yep. So USCHI in and of itself is actually a business.
Oh, it is?
Yep, they sponsor, and especially for the Congress part of it, they are very big in pushing new bills, new laws.
Right.
They've already passed a couple different ones already to help actual custom harvesters to
Wow.
be able to do things that they need to do.
I
Such
wouldn't
as
have.
like bridge
wouldn't-
laws, bridge weights.
Where were they on the DEF?
Hopefully get it gone. I can't stand it. We only have two pieces of equipment that run DEF, and that's only because it's been a case trying to crack into
Sure.
that particular
Portion of
side
the
of
network.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. But no, I don't know if I would have put together that it was an organization. I thought it was just like regular conferences that you'd go to. But it's himself is a business.
It's
Yes.
a business just to put on a conference, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
If
yeah,
anybody
kinda.
has ever put a small one on,
yeah.
think of doing it with, I mean, how many vendors are here?
That's true. A lot more than we've ever had at the Farm4Profit conference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had like 400 at the end.
That was not vendors. That was people.
No, true.
We only had like 18 vendors total. We used to put a conference on almost
Okay.
8-10 years ago.
Gotcha,
2019.
And we quit doing that because of how much of a pain in the butt it was.
It is. It really is. I mean, so I'm part of the setup crew that comes in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Orrson Custom Farming does all the setup. So I got here on Sunday. Sunday afternoon, we taped off all the blocks, all the squares, aside from all this area in here, which is all the pipe and drape guys. And then Monday, we started moving big equipment in. And we place it all per customer specs or vendor specs. And then, yeah.
So you got to put stuff in where it needs to go. So
Yes.
if it's a grain
Yep.
cart, you got to pull the grain cart in and park it.
Yeah, one of the big grain cart out there, the Brent, it got dropped at the wrong lot.
Oh.
So Tuesday night, about 6 o'clock, took a little tractor and went about a mile south through downtown, picked it up at this other lot, and we toted her on back up here.
So if someone wanted to, maybe forgot to get their booth here, and then they got a 10 by 10, and they wanted their grain cart out on the main floor, you're the guy they could have greased the wheels and maybe.
Oh no,
slip it in a spot?
I'm the low guy on the totem pole. I drive the tractor around so I
Okay.
can bring the stuff in. My boss John, he's the one who kind of does all that.
So
and
you
then
know the
obviously-
guy that knows the guy.
I know the guy who knows the gal. Mandy's the head honcho. and
Okay.
You don't want to be on her bad side in a bad day. We were kind of worried. She's a big Kansas City fan.
Oh,
So
Chiefs,
if
yeah.
the Chiefs lost, we were going to wonder how that was going to go.
Oh.
But they won, so she's in a great mood.
Yeah.
That's good.
we should reel this back. We didn't really introduce you.
Oh, we haven't gotten to it yet. No,
yeah,
you're right.
and this is a Farm for Fun show. We like to learn about our guests. We do want to learn about USCHI or USCHI, whatever,
Yeah.
however you call it. But David, where are you from? And let's wind back all the way. Where you grew up, were
Okay.
you on a farm, all that kind of stuff.
My name's Dave. I'm from Ohio, small town, Marshallville. It's so big we had a blinking light in the
What
center.
part of the state is that?
It's northeast part,
Okay.
about an hour south of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And grew up on a family farm. We were kind of old school. We milked in stanchions, a whole whopping 74 head and
Yeah.
750, 800 acres. And my grandpa and my two cousins, we farmed it for a long time. And then grandpa passed away in 09. My cousins, we tried to keep it going, and then grandma just had a hard time watching us go. And grandpa wasn't there, and they built it from scratch. And when grandpa died, they didn't know nobody had dimes, so we still own all the land, but we sold
Not
the cows.
milking cows anymore.
Nope. I wouldn't want to milk in the stanchion barn anymore anyhow.
Yeah.
Harvest season is here, and so is your competitive advantage.
That's right. The Estes XPR3 concaves are a total game changer. Think one concave, all crops, no bands, no switching. From wheat to corn, soybeans, you're rolling non-stop. Backed by their patented technology with 250% more threshing surface, you get cleaner grain, fewer fines, and beast-level capacity, all without trading combines.
If you're interested, visit EstisPerformanceConcaves.com to upgrade your combine today. Estes XPR3, harvest smarter, faster, and better.
There's a few of them standing around still. You
The
walk in there.
very slim few.
You walk in there and it's just kind of eerie.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like all that went on in there at one time, and
If the
the
walls
hard work.
walls could talk.
Oh my gosh, my uncle's got one, and then in the second floor where the hay mow is, there's a basketball hoop.
Yep,
you know?
we have one of those. We have one of those too.
So
Yep.
Played a lot of basketball, and you'd have to watch where you step because it might fall through a rock
Yeah,
piece of
yep.
wood.
Sure, you find that spot. Yep.
Yep. Next thing you know, you're in the freestyle down. So what in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, everybody knew if you dribbled to the left side or tried to shoot a three from that left wing,
Yep.
you were taking your life into your own hands.
Yeah. And if you dribble down left side center, it might not bounce as good. But if you go down the right side, you might have a full run to for a layup there.
That's funny.
That's cool. Okay, so that's what your family farm was like. So they decided not to milk anymore.
Yep. And then from there, I went and worked for another big dairy local to the area. He was milking about 4,000. Worked a little bit there, then went out to Western Ohio to try to see one of those big Van Dersen dairies that went down. He was milking about 6,000 out there, I think. Trent's milking now. Was out there for about a year, then came back and worked a few odd jobs, driving truck. I got CDL, so then ended up with John last year, and it's been good. I enjoy it.
So you've only been with John for a season, a harvest season.
Yeah, a harvest season. This will be my second full season.
So where do you guys harvest at? How far do you get away from home?
Georgia,
No kidding.
Southwest Georgia, down it's a town called Baconton, down by Albany.
Okay.
There's a big farm down there. I forget what we did as far as haylage in the first run. Corn, they were, I think, right around between 3,000 and 4,000, I want to say. I'm not sure the exact number. So, and then from there, we'll come back home, do some of our crops, especially put in the ground. John and his son and daughter farm about 750 acres, 700 acres of just grain, wheat and corn. And then we'll go up in the middle of Michigan and do a big farm up there.
So from Georgia to Michigan.
Georgia to Michigan is where we run.
And not a lot in between.
And not a lot in between. But it keeps us busy.
How the hell do you pick something up in Georgia?
So one of the farms in Georgia has been their longest. They've been doing it, I believe, 27, 28 years.
If somebody called you and said, hey, I'm in Macon, Georgia or something like that, I know you have a combine. Would you come down and combine my stuff? Or is that something like you discover when you're on vacation?
I'm not sure how they got into it. That was way before my time, but
Probably at an event like this.
yeah, it's
That's
very
true.
well possible.
You know?
But yeah, they we load up all the stuff. Usually takes about 2 trips to go down, and 2 trips to come back.
And how do you not line up things in between? That
We really don't have time.
the need isn't there.
The
I
need
guess.
isn't there, and the timeline is the hardest part. So when they start their haylage run or their grass run down in Georgia, they're end of February, early March.
Okay.
Usually done by the end of May, and come back up here. Then we got to put stuff in the ground.
Okay.
By that time, we're back to starting corn. We were harvesting corn on July 8th down
Holy
in Georgia.
cow. Really?
So that switch around it don't leave you with a lot
Dry
of time.
corn or like silage?
Silage
or
corn.
Silage?
Yep, corn
Okay.
silage. That's all we do. We specialize in corn silage.
Okay.
That's about
That's-
all we do. So.
That's all the custom harvesting that you're doing.
Yep.
You're not going
So it's
down
not
and
you're not running
planting or-
combines.
No,
You're
it's
running
all forage
harvesters.
harvesters. Yep.
Oh. I was in the mentality of it being a combine. I never
Nope,
thought of
this is all forage we do.
I never thought of being at a custom harvesting or organizational event that it was forage harvesting too.
Oh yeah, and they're even starting to get some cotton
Oh, really?
strippers and pickers guys in here that do that.
You know, I guess it kind of makes sense because if I'm a row crop, I'm just kind of putting myself in, or putting yourself in my position.
Mm-hmm.
I grow corn and soybeans, but if I had cattle off here and I wanted silage,
That's true.
I think most people have a custom
A custom
silage
guy.
Yeah.
person come in unless you have an old pole behind or something like that.
Yeah. The one farmer down in Georgia, he's got 4 of his own harvesters himself, but we still go help him. He can't keep up. He farms that many.
And I know that. So is that for another dairy, or is that for?
No, it's the dairy that we cut down in Baconton. The same owner has another farm about 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
And where he cuts his own stuff, but we still go back and forth. We help each other out. It's the same owner for both places.
Because I know the conversations that we've had with dairy guests on before is the feed consistency is extremely important
Yes.
to milk
Yep.
production. Like
Yep.
you, and that's probably why when the corn's ready to go,
You go.
if you got to run 8 choppers or 15 choppers, we got to get this now harvested.
Yep, there's
appropriate
a window.
moisture.
There's definitely a window of when to get it done, and obviously the processing, the rate that the nutritional value you can get to the cow,
Yeah.
the best and the fastest. So
So you guys, go ahead.
Are you full service then? Is it you bring in the trucks
Yep,
and,
yep.
and the choppers and everything?
and pack tractors and the whole
Okay.
9 yards. We have the option if the ground's wet, we can park the trucks on alongside the road. We got 8 dump carts. We
Oh.
hook up to a tractor, chop into the dump carts. Dump carts will pull up, flop it into the trucks, and next go.
Is that like the big
Big sunflower H&S.
they kind of go up and
They go up at
dump?
an angle. They
Yeah.
almost look like the
seed
old peanut
corn.
carts.
We see that in seed corn.
Yeah,
a lot.
yep.
Yep.
And sweet corn.
Yeah, sweet
Yep.
corn.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Potatoes. Did
So you
potatoes
said that's
count?
an option.
Yeah.
Why not do it all the time? Or do you just do it all the time?
It just depends. It's a lot faster if we can do live load
Put it
with
right in the
semis
truck?
right beside. Yeah, it's definitely a lot faster. But and then you free up, X amount of guys that don't have to run the dump cart.
Right.
So it's one and a half dozen the other. Some farmers, they don't want the big heavy trucks on. They think the trucks are too heavy. And obviously with the narrow duals and stuff, you're going to get more compaction.
Sure.
But aside, with the floaters, but there's some farmers, they just don't want the semis on the fields tearing it up. So it's dump carts it is. So that's an option that my boss provides. So
What's the dynamic of it? How many choppers you have? What kind?
we have 2 Krone 1180s.
Okay.
And in corn, we have 14 row heads. So we're
For like earlage or no? Do you
No,
do
that's-
earlage at all?
no, we don't.
Just
What do they call 'em,
all-
Kemper
it's all
heads?
Nope, they're Krone Easy Collect heads. It's a 14 row Easy Collect, the biggest they make.
Wow.
Those are the gnarly looking ones, teeth going everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and
yep,
just-
yep.
Man, you see that? It's like pure devastation.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And it's crazy. The ground afterwards is clean.
Yeah.
Like you'd think you're throwing that much stuff around, there'd be a little trash.
Nope, we take about all but about 6 inches of stalk,
Wow.
and it all gets chopped up, ran through a 2 millimeter shear roll, and gets processed and brought right to the farm and on the pile, gets packed down, and yeah.
So how many acres a day can a chopper do?
Depends how hard we push.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess I never penciled out the exact number of acres because it just varies on how everything goes for a
Yeah.
day. But those choppers are averaging 400 ton an hour.
Whoa. That's a lot of material.
200 or 400 pounds a second, I think, is what we figured it out as. Coming out that
So
chute.
if you're running trucks and trailers at 400 ton an hour,
Mm-hmm.
so you're filling 10, 12 trucks an hour?
I think it's about 3 to 4 minutes per truck.
Holy crap, even more than that.
Yeah, if we can run in ideal conditions.
Sure. Yep.
I think that's about what it was. I'd
Is
have
it
to go back and look.
Straight trucks? Is it?
We got
walking
semis,
floor, semi?
36 foot
Okay.
semi trailers, Moss
Okay.
trailers. We got what are we at? We just sold 3 and bought 4, so we're at 12 now.
Wow.
And did I miss it? How long has John been doing this?
I think between John and his dad, I think they've been doing it for 30 plus years. I want to say.
Wow. Can you imagine what that was like 30 years ago? Did
Yeah.
they made self-propelleds 30 years ago? Because we've got, I'm trying to think if our 6950 would be probably 30 years old now.
Probably.
I don't know if it would have been a Krone.
No.
Probably a John Deere.
Yeah, so that's
Probably. Well, Deere came out with the first one, I think.
Yeah, and there was obviously there was choppers older than that we got, but
Yeah. Unless you're running around with a pull type.
oh man.
There's
Ah.
still some guys around us that do pull type, but we don't have very much for dairies. Maybe some cattle people.
Gotcha,
You
gotcha.
guys, your in-laws have a huge dairy by them.
Oh yeah, over there they're running 4 choppers. I mean,
Yeah.
I say huge, and he's talking about the guy had 4 and brought in extra.
Yeah.
down there
Yeah.
in Georgia. For
Yeah.
us, it's big dairy in the area, and they'll run their 4 choppers, and
Mhm.
and they'll be doing their alfalfa. What do you call it? Alfalfa lidge. whatever it is during the year.
Just haylage.
Haylage.
Yeah. Some
So,
do alfalfa, some throw triticale, sorghum.
Yeah.
Just depends on what your operation
But
calls
you guys
for.
you're purely corn silage.
No, we do haylage as well. That's what we do down in the springtime, February, March.
Yeah.
Or I should say March, April is what
So
we
you're
do down
busy pretty much any time it's warm.
there. Yep. And then wintertime, every piece of equipment that comes through, every bolt gets pulled, looked at, turned, wrenches, any seals, any leaks, it all gets ran through the shop. Everybody gets hands-on, and we're ready to go for the next year.
So you're keeping everybody on staff throughout the
Oh,
winter
yeah.
and all
Yep.
that?
I'm full-time,
Okay.
full-time.
That's one of the biggest challenges of farming in general is we could all use help during harvest and busy times. Then what do you do with them
Yeah.
the rest of the time? So
Yep.
that's cool that they're able to do that.
Yeah, it is, and even anymore, the hardest is trying to find help.
Yeah.
Especially good help.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doing stuff like this, obviously the safety aspect comes into play, and I would like to say that my bosses, they do very, very good at preaching safety. Seat belts at all times, high vis vests when we're outside the equipment.
Yeah.
There's a protocol. All the harvest operators, which is usually my boss and his daughter. The hands go up. You are not touching anything. If you're pulling a plug out, I mean, it's very, very safety oriented, and so far I haven't heard about any life-threatening accidents.
Well,
So you're from Ohio yourself.
Yep.
And obviously that's where Orrson.
Orson's is out of
Orson's
Apple
business
Creek.
is
Yep,
out of.
Yep.
But you spend a third of the year in Georgia.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you got the houses down there, or you end up living on the road.
So it started out. They put us up in pretty nice hotels. So we do the hotel life. Last year we actually got a hold of a building that used to be I think it was a church, and they made it a crew house for like the Hispanics, the H2As that come up from Mexico, to pick sweet corn. And they're there 2 months out of a year. And other than that, the building was vacant.
Yeah.
So somehow along the lines, John got involved with this guy, and so now we have our own little, we call it the compound.
Oh yeah.
But it's got enough room for 75 people. They got
Holy
bunk beds. They cleaned out an old
75.
college. I mean, it's a big building.
Right.
It's got laundry, 10 showers.
wow.
Guys and girls separated
if needed.
well, usually needed, but I would hope to say needed because, yeah.
Or you dirty dog.
So, but yeah, and then it's really nice because we used to go out and get like fast food and stuff for,
Right.
supper after work.
Oh, it's got a.
And they got a kitchen in there. Boss's wife, Mo, she goes back a little bit earlier. You get a nice hot cooked meal. It's pretty awesome.
So it must be relatively centrally located to the stuff that you guys are doing down there.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes from where we cut.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so.
Boy, you couldn't have come across anything
No.
better than that.
No, not at all.
Man, I was going to ask about like wild stories of life on the road, bouncing between small town. Like, you hear the guys on the wheat run.
Oh, yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
some crazy
Yeah.
stories there.
Oh, yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
The
the rain
hotel,
day.
motel, the.
If you get a rain span, I heard that it can be pretty
Oh.
crazy in those small towns. So.
Yeah. So we're pretty laid back conservative crew. We don't allow alcohol on when we're on
Okay.
the road, so that kind of gets the carrying away aspect out of it.
Yeah.
And I totally understand why they do
Yeah.
it. And if I owned my own crew, I probably would do the same thing. Just it cuts a lot of helps with the safety aspect of things.
Well, yeah,
and-
you're operating a lot of
Mhm.
expensive and dangerous machinery.
Yes, yep.
So
and driving semis and stuff, even under the ag law, you're not supposed to be under the
Right.
influence 10 hours before you drive. So,
Yep.
I mean, just cut it out, and then you don't have that problem to worry about.
That's interesting because when you think about the wheat harvest, the wheat run, as a comparison, right, they can be out of the field for quite a while because of moisture.
Yep,
You talked
yep.
about if it gets a little bit damp, you can go tractors and dump carts.
Yep. We
You're
can
probably
still keep going.
You're probably not down for long.
No,
Maybe
no.
just while it's actually raining.
Yeah, for corn silage, yeah. Haylage, you
Sure.
got to play a little bit different with the rules there. You're definitely going to have some more time off.
Yeah.
Last year, we had a span of, it was like 4 or 5 days. We had rain straight in Georgia. And, we went to the gun range, went we had fun.
Yeah.
But, definitely puts a damper on things. By the time day 5 hits, people are chomping at the bit like, hey, let's go back to work. So,
Huh. Well, yeah, you're there. You're away from friends and family.
yeah,
It's like, let's get stuff done, right?
Yeah, exactly,
The
exactly.
more we can work, the faster we can go.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
So how does that? How does that dynamic work? Do you have a wife, girlfriend, or
I have a fiance.
Fiance.
Yep, and well, I'm gone enough that when I'm home, we like to spend time with each other. So it
I
works
told you
out.
that last week. I said time away is just as important as time together.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
right?
agree 100%. Yep.
So makes you really appreciate.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
and I know there's couples that spend every waking second together. And,
Oh, sure.
I
you know,
would
we'll be walking around the
off
show
myself
here
if I had to
together.
do that. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
I like to have fun
But
myself.
boy,
too.
after a week at a trade show, I'm really ready to see my wife and kids.
Oh,
you know?
I 100% agree with that.
Yep. So if they were here bugging me the whole time, I don't know what I'd do when I got home.
What?
I go work.
Technology's an amazing thing. FaceTime helps a lot.
Yeah.
So
So what does she do?
she's a nurse.
Oh, that's
She
familiar.
makes the money. I get to play. So
Yeah. My
and
wife's
has
a
and has
nurse.
the health insurance. Yeah.
yep, 100%.
That's pretty cool. I was wondering if she'd ever jump out and go jump on a run for you one year. Just let's go see what it's all about. But now let's
She's making the money.
keep it the way it is.
Yep.
Yeah, unless she
So-
became a traveling nurse, that probably
Yeah.
wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Because they don't get much time off.
That's true.
So my boss's wife, she actually goes with us, and she drives truck,
Okay.
a silage truck for us. Works out. They've been doing this for however long. She's something with the trucks is an issue. That's John's wife's thing. She handles the truck side of it stuff. Where to go, what
God
route
bless
we're
her.
planning. So her daughter-in-law, she used to do all the payroll and everything else, but her daughter-in-law kind of stepped in, and she's doing payroll and stuff now. So that definitely took a load off Mo.
So you do have a couple women on the crew.
Yeah. And then obviously John's daughter Megan, who's part owner, and the son Justin. So yeah, it's a big family thing, and they bring us in, guys that are they're good and loyal. We're treated just like family too. We're one of the clans.
So does everyone kind of have a specialty that's on the crew? They just all
no,
do
everybody's
a little bit of everything.
everybody pretty much does everything.
So do you get to run the harvester?
I have not. That's kind of. I mean, I have in the past for different farms that I've worked for. I've ran cutters, but that's been John and Megan's specialty, and they got it set to how they want. They're in tune with their machine, so that's just kind of the going thing. That's their baby, and at 1.2 million, I don't want to touch it. So
Yeah.
I work on them, but as far as the operation goes, no, that's the boss's deal.
It's all
So-
about it. I get it.
If they pay for it, that's their choice. They can do what they want with it.
Corey and I have had this conversation before about sitting in a combine versus driving truck, and it's almost more entertaining to drive the truck. 'cause
Oh
you
yeah.
get to see,
Oh yeah.
If you're running the harvester all day,
You're in that
that's-
field
That's
and-
your view.
Yep.
That's-
Literally.
It's the same motion all day. At least
Yeah,
Yep.
If you got to stop and pee, the whole operation shuts down.
Yeah. Literally. Or you just go faster. That way you get a space in between trucks.
there you go.
But no, for sure. The when I was running cutter, there, you do it 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, and you're just like, nothing changes. And you get tall corn or something like that, especially in the corn. It's all coming right in front, and then just disappearing. It's like, I can't see nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God for auto steer, because you get a little loopy, bug-eyed. Who knows?
Yep.
The family thing, I think, is something common that we've noticed. We've only been at this show for a little
Mhm.
bit. I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, it's big family oriented.
We had a couple conversations this morning, even about kids that are walking around the booths. Like, I've never had kids ask me if they can take a koozie, and they all do. They're all so polite. The parents have got them that way.
Oh, yeah.
National Farm Machinery Show, they just, if it's on the table, it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So
No,
that's really cool to see. And then the prayer at lunch was neat, and then the same feeling of there's entertainment for spouses, there's entertainment for kids.
Yeah, and that's the big thing for this. Like, USCHI is big on, don't need to leave your kids at home. Bring them with it. It's going to be farm-oriented, harvest-oriented.
Right.
But they're going to instill safety, a whole bunch of other things that they do. I should know the gal's name that runs that part of the program, but, yeah, she's been doing it a while and very good at it.
Yeah, we encourage everyone to bring your kids. If you're coming to see Farm4Profit at an event, because
Oh, yeah.
and if you want to go see the show without your kids, we'll have Rachel watch them for you. So yeah,
She just gave us 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
So
It was a voluntold, and she said okay.
Get her a little
She's team.
experience.
She's team. Yeah, she's all in favor of our listeners. Whatever she can do to make them the happiest and best.
Man, that's awesome. Yep.
So what,
exactly.
So what's your goal with being a part of this team? You just want to keep the continuity, or where do you want to go?
I don't know. I've always been in the farm industry. I had hopes of owning my own operation at one point in time, but the way things are going, the overhead, the cost, the headache with the insurance, it's just kind of nice not have to worry about that little aspect, big aspect of things like that.
Sure.
So, yeah, I mean, if things keep going good and they don't fire me, I should be around a couple of years. So,
You said your family still owns the ground?
yeah, we lease it out to another local farmer. It's all wrapped up in an estate, so it'll go to my parents or whatever. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting thing when Grandma dies, but she's 85, still kicking, so
Hey,
she still lives at the home
Have
farm.
you guys thought about, or do you have a succession plan in place at all?
That had been my parents' thing,
Yeah.
with my mom and her siblings,
Mm-hmm.
two of which has since passed. But yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. If it was up to me, I'd love to keep it as a family farm.
Yeah. I think most involved probably would, if you could talk it through. What before your grandma's gone, right?
I would love to. My family's a little bit different in some
yeah.
aspects of things, and
Yep.
I think everybody's got
it's a
different.
hard it's a hard dynamic.
yeah. When you're talking, land and money and dollar signs, it gets to be interesting. We shortly after my grandpa passed away, my cousin and I actually looked into buying my grandma out, but she was 80% share owner, and I think I was 22, 23.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
And coming up with like 6.5 mil was just absolutely unheard of.
Yep.
At that age, so.
Oh, it's.
But you can do it now.
No, I still can't do that.
At any age.
No.
6.5. I was like, well, man, I need to hang out with you more.
No. You need to talk to some of these owners around here. Then they could probably point you in the right direction.
Huh. Well,
not little old me.
If you do ever want help with that, we have some shows that we put out with succession planning that they can just listen to, just get the ball rolling, or,
Right on,
whatever.
right on.
They don't have to.
I might have to check that out. Just
you know.
I sent an email off to a young listener that is asking too. He goes, "Hey, this would be a good topic to talk about." And I'm like, "Well, we've talked about it 7 times.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Go back. I mean, we haven't done it for a year, so
Right.
when you put 2 shows out a week, stuff can get buried pretty
Oh
quick.
yeah, for sure.
So I put together a list of 7 of them, and they're all different because every time you talk about it, it's something
different, something new. That's another thing I've gone through life. My grandpa taught me, and even though I thought my dad was crazy when I was younger, he's actually pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
He sells ag equipment, so if you go through life thinking you know everything, you're screwed.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
done. Mm-hmm. So I'm always out to learn something new.
Yep.
Yeah. Now,
And even on stuff that I know, somebody's going to tell me something better
Oh,
or
yeah.
a different way to do it that's faster,
Yep.
easier, safer. Who knows?
Always
That's right.
learning.
a lot of us smart people get labeled as crazy. It's just the nature of it.
You're a robot. You're not
Oh,
crazy.
I'm
You're
not crazy.
Yeah, you're a robot.
There you go.
You didn't say I wasn't smart.
No, I
mean,
didn't say that.
That's valid. Probably a lot smarter than me.
Sometimes there's a lot of things said that aren't. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ever had any experience with Steinbauer? We're in Steinbauer's booth.
Well, couple fence that we had back in the day, we had tuned by Steinbauer.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as
didn't have as
anything,
much power as a deer, so.
nope, that was more or less to get rid of emissions.
Gotcha.
So yeah, where my dad works, one of the mechanics there, he's now since moved into the ownership status. He's the part
that doesn't
owner
happen
of it.
very often.
Nope. But he got big into tuning like the Fendt tractors. He teamed up with a guy from overseas, and they somehow managed to break into the ECM and stuff. But then, government started cracking down, and they're like, we're done.
Yeah, well, Steinbauer,
worth it.
they don't do that now. It's just a module, and they leave all that stuff alone. So that's
exactly.
But it is nice to have a system that gives you more power and doesn't mess with that or get you in trouble.
Right. And the biggest thing as far as the tuning aspect of stuff goes, most of the guys aren't even after the more power per se. They're after fuel efficiency.
Yep.
And def delete.
Yeah.
Because death is horrible on
Yep.
stings.
Yep.
Yeah, it's wild when you get to listen to these conversations sitting here in the booth. Well, we've been here for half a day. You get to kind of hear what it is, and a lot of it's fuel efficiency.
Yep, fuel
And-
efficiency, fuel consumption is a huge thing. I mean,
And most aren't even using them to the full capacity.
No.
Like, say you could potentially gain 35%. They're only running them at 15 to 20.
yeah,
Just enough. Let's just
yeah.
show a difference, create an aspect that,
Yeah,
that provides
yeah.
a benefit.
I mean, I was big into like the diesel trucks back when I was younger and building, more fuel, more power. Now I'm like, if you're blowing smoke, all you're doing is throwing dollar bills out the window. I mean, all the young kids nowadays are, oh yeah, that's great. I'm like, yeah, it was cool back when I was a kid, but now you think about it, it's like,
How much tires cost when you do your
Uh-huh,
burnouts? How much?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I'd like to go. I can punch myself in the face.
absolutely. 36-year-old me would look at 21-year-old me and be like, are you serious right
Yeah.
now?
Uh-huh.
How did you survive?
Why did you survive? Like, daggone,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, out of your one trip or your 1 year of going down to Georgia a couple times, what's something cool down in that area if someone's going to visit? You said it's not Jamaican. What town in Georgia?
Baconton.
Baconton. Is there anything cool around there to do?
Baconton, not so much. Baconton's a very little town. Can't think of the town south of there off the top of my head, but to the north of it is Albany.
Okay.
When we stayed in Albany in the spring run, we stayed in Albany, and then when we went back in July for the corn run, we had got
Got
that
the house or
the
the
compound. Yeah. So we would go, and there was a mall right across the street for us. We got to go walk around a mall. Spent money that I didn't need to spend.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is like, let's go find different places to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stuff that ain't at home. Like they down south they have Zaxby's, which you don't have
I've
up
heard
here
of
in the
that.
north.
I've heard of it too.
It's like a Raisin Cane's or
the commercial's always got a bunch of dipping sauces or some
Yeah,
really
yeah.
saucy ribs
That's
or
pretty
whatever
good.
it is.
Zaxby's is pretty good.
And that's kind of neat. I just always wondered. That's half the fun of when you get to travel to trade shows. Of course, we travel the whole 20 miles to get to this one,
Yeah.
and we know where all the food places are. But
You got anything
when you
good
go
for tonight?
someplace else.
Oh, I guess we got
Well, they
deer
serve you
meals,
guys
but
here.
yeah.
Oh, you got a deer meal tonight? Is that what that is?
Or no, it's case meal tonight.
Oh,
Case
it's
meal
case
tonight.
Now everybody will skip that.
So is that at a restaurant or here?
It'll be here. It'll be
okay.
upstairs. In
like
the,
lunch today.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Lunch
and then
today
tomorrow.
we got our belt buckles from Deer.
Oh, do we get belt buckles from Case?
I don't know.
Everything's
I'm not
different.
going. I can't go.
Everything's different. You should go tomorrow for lunch, though.
What's tomorrow for lunch?
yeah.
I know what you're getting.
Oh, what is it?
I can't tell you.
Who's sponsoring it?
Crone.
Crone. Okay.
See, this episode isn't going to come out for probably 2 months, so you can tell us what we're going to get.
Yeah. So
Like that bait? You like that bait?
So Crone got everybody Leatherman's multi-tools.
Show me
that's
your
engaged
baby
with-
pliers.
Oh.
Are you wearing your baby pliers?
Oh.
You don't wear baby pliers.
You're wearing your baby pliers.
No, you put them in your pocket.
Oh, that is cool. All right. Yep. Nitpicks too.
Yep.
What were these?
Yep.
Like $80?
No, 30.
Oh.
26, 30 bucks.
I tell you what though.
And I even got them engraved.
That's the custom one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So in my toolbox at the shop, I got way too much money invested in Nitpicks pliers, but I'll tell you what, they're good.
So, I mean, they look ridiculous, right? But I hate carrying pliers because they catch on everything.
Yep.
And so I haven't worn pliers probably over 5 years. And someone during harvest was like, wear these or get these. And you can actually get them on like 1.25 inch nut. I mean, you're not going to
Yeah.
know how much for leverage.
Right, but it might be just enough to move
Even to
something.
hold it, even just to
Yep.
hold it while you put a wrench on the
Yeah.
other end
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Or put an impact socket, just keep it
Yep.
from moving, and you don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I found my cool thing not too long ago. It's
Auto.
auto box cutter.
Oh, it's a box cutter.
Yep, yep. Everybody's gotten the auto. Oh, so he brings out a katana. Okay, got it. I digress. I'm done. Where's my white flag? I'm done.
But that's
we weren't-
cool.
We weren't trying
Yeah.
to show you up. I actually like that better because that's way better for cutting net wrap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So where do you get
100%.
the box cutter out the front?
Well, I found this when we were up in Michigan,
Okay.
Okay.
and then it's actually made by a company called Cobra Tech, and
Oh, yeah, Cobra Tech. That's
Yep.
what that knife is, actually.
and so then our Cornwell truck that comes to the shop. I showed him. He's like, well, that's cool. If you find one, get me one. Well, I ended up running across another one. So I bought him one. And then this guy goes and becomes a dealer. And so now we can just get him whenever.
Of course.
But this all started, my boss's son, Justin, he's big, TikTok guy. Likes different stuff. Well,
Your boss's son, Justin?
Yeah.
What's he do on TikTok?
He don't, like, do them,
Oh,
but he
he watches?
follows a bunch of stuff.
Gotcha.
But he does have a TikTok channel, Justin Orr. But he found the guy who custom made an auto box cutter.
Yeah?
Handmade it, designed it, the whole 9 yards. We put up side by side. His is a lot heavier duty.
Yep.
But he also paid a lot more money.
Oh, sure.
But it was cool. And so that kind of got me looking at him and like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kopatech.
This right here.
Yes, sir. That would be him.
I'm following him right now.
that's
Oh, we got
right.
a target on the top of it. Is that all the Crones have that target?
No, we put that so he could land the drone on it. He's our drone
That's
master.
some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to watch some of his videos. He's pretty good at it. And then there's also an Instagram channel, the OCF crew.
Boy, that is some green corn.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So-
got to be some pretty
So
high
who has
moisture.
better silage, Georgia or Michigan?
Ohio.
Oh, man. I don't know. We were in
Do you
some
do anything in Ohio?
No,
No. So it's
That's just home base.
that's home base. So Michigan, we had like probably some 16 to 18-foot corn. So
Whoa.
Krone has their high-rise cabs, which you can raise up
Sure.
cab 2 foot. And normally that gets you can see everything. Well, corn was still eye level or above.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That has to be Georgia, the clay.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Red
red
dirt.
Red dirt.
Yep.
Well, this
Georgia
is
red
cool.
clay.
He doesn't get enough love for this stuff, but maybe he doesn't post.
He doesn't post a whole
Often
crap ton, but
That's good content.
It is.
yeah.
And you got kind of a rainbow of colors.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yep, we got
doesn't
red
look like-
pushers, front tractors to pull the dump carts. Just got a New
What's
Holland
the theory
sprayer.
there? Just keep everyone happy.
Just what's around?
What's a good deal?
What's
around?
a good deal? What's around?
Is there plenty of dealerships down or where you harvest?
Yeah,
for
yeah.
service?
There's a couple good ones down there.
Yeah.
And if not, even up in Michigan, we had an issue with our Krone chopper, and the local dealer from back home, they were up.
Wow.
They drove all the way to Michigan to fix it.
Who sells Krone? Who carries Krone usually? Because I mean,
So Lau and Young out of Ohio.
okay.
They're out of Worcester. That's where my dad works. He's a salesman for.
Because they don't
them.
make any really thing else besides like a big baler. Right?
Oh, they make quite a bit.
Okay.
They got
We'll have to go out there
chopper,
and look.
big M mowers, triple mowers.
Oh, that's right. The triple mowers. I've seen
Yep.
those. Yeah.
Yes.
They make triple setup for your tractor for
Okay.
front mower, and then the 2 batwing mowers on the rear.
Doesn't this make you want to be a forage harvester?
I've always wanted to go.
I
do
love
it for
catching.
a day. You know.
I love catching. I should have you come over and help us when we snap earlage. Just
Yeah.
I've done earlage when
Yeah.
whatnot. This is a very different farm, but
Yeah.
yeah, I've actually done earlage. It's interesting.
you don't. Obviously, your truck don't fill up as fast as you do.
No,
on
and you
the
definitely
silage.
don't. You don't want them to fill up as fast
Yeah.
either, because you fill them up too fast, you don't dump.
Yeah.
Then you're over here shoveling. I've
Yeah.
done that before.
Yeah.
But I've always said that farming's a big logistics problem that we're all trying to solve, and
Yep,
that
yep.
is just even crazier.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing because our equipment's all mismatched. We got one side dump, we got one belt trailer, and we chop into spreaders as well.
Okay.
Artec spreaders. So,
Okay.
So it doesn't take long. By about noon, everybody's all backed up, and then the chopper sits for 5 minutes because
Mhm.
you got in line behind the tractors, and it took them longer to get back to the field.
Yep.
So
yep,
the tractor
yep.
gets back to the field, and all the trucks are there waiting.
Ah.
So then I'll be that jerk that'll jump in front of the tractor even in the middle of getting loaded. I'm like, no, we're going to get this back a-rolling again.
funny.
I
funny.
make my turns faster.
Funny you bring that up. So we like to have fun when we are
Yeah.
on harvest. And I mean, we do it in a safe manner, but we have a thing we call notching. So there's a couple different aspects, and I'll go through them all. But, 2 guys are one in front of the other,
Yeah.
and you pull into the field. Well, we use pipe ag, so we have tablets in our trucks. So you can see where each chopper's sitting at. So you hit that field, it's just a mad dash of grabbing gears of who's getting to that chopper first.
Okay.
And if you can get loaded and back out the field, call out on the radio, notched you.
Gotcha.
And, I mean, there's a couple guys, they get so bent out of shape. Like, dude, I was in Sorry.
Yeah.
Get with it. Let's go.
Get with the program. And, like, when I first started, you know, being as an owner back in the day, you know, family farm stuff, try to take care of it. Don't beat the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got past like I was going backwards in the field by one of the other guys, and I was like, dude. Like, dude, you can go. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, okay. Here we go.
That's funny.
So, and then first load of the day always gets to pick supper.
Oh.
So,
Really?
yep.
So that's the incentive to get to the field.
Get the field, get your program going. If that chopper leaves, you best be behind it.
Yeah.
Man. So, do you pick what you have for supper or where you're going? Or
Yeah,
what-
where you
what-
go.
Okay.
Get me to pick where you go.
That's cool.
And,
So,
and
yeah.
do you work 8 hours, 10 hours?
We try to
12
do
hours?
12, so,
12s?
you know.
Yeah.
One thing, we don't like working too much past dark if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Just, even with lights, more accidents.
Right,
prone to
nothing good
happen.
happens after
no,
dark.
No.
And
So-
it doesn't matter how many times you've been in and out of that field. If you guys are moving like you are, you get new fields. You're not
Oh, yeah.
familiar with driveways. You just,
Yep.
That's for me. After dark anymore, I hate driveways.
Yeah.
Like you think
Yep.
you see the shadow of
Yeah.
the edge of them, and none of our driveways are anything too wide.
Right, and then especially, you know, you're in Georgia, you don't know the fields because they're always forever changing, crop rotations, this, that, and the other. I mean, unless you've been in that field 15 times prior to that.
Right.
Even then, like you said, you think you know where the ditch is at, and then next thing you
You
know, you're
really know where the ditch is at.
I'm going
Yeah.
to challenge you, since you're always in these driveways and you're in them every year. Go to the store and get a bunch of solar lights and pund them in.
make a landing strip.
I thought you were just going to say reflective posts. You want me to actually get
I want
lights.
solar lights.
Solar lights and put the right at the apron coming in.
You
and-
will know every farm that we farm, right? Because
Yeah.
you'll drive by during the regular season.
Oh,
and
yep,
it'll just
there it
be,
is.
"Oh, yep."
Well, no, you can't do it until after you go mow it.
Oh, that's
And
right.
so you know where it drops off, and then you can actually see them.
Yeah, so we got to get the
Oh,
mowing
you mow-
part done
you mow
first.
ditches?
I was just going to say, we got to get that part done first.
We got to mow ditches? What?
I don't.
He'll be out there with
I
the
don't-
weed
I'm
eater
not
going.
a fan of mowing ditches, but I do like to mow the driveways, so I know at least where
Yeah,
stuff drops off, because they get pretty hairy.
Yep, absolutely. And that's a safety
Especially
concern.
for someone that's not very familiar with the field.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. Wow, this has been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
We didn't know we were going to do it. You popped by the booth a little bit earlier today, so I appreciate your willingness to
Oh,
talk
absolutely.
about it.
Yeah.
Tell your story, tell John's story and the family's
Yeah.
story. Hopefully that you did them proud. You didn't
I
make
hope
'em-
so.
You didn't make them sound like they were bad bosses.
Oh,
so.
they are.
Oh, I
They are
don't-
They are the farthest thing from that.
I don't think you'll get fired for it.
I hope not.
Maybe you get a bonus.
Well, hey. So when's this coming out again? I gotta make sure that he
right.
knows about it.
That's right. We will send it to you.
Awesome. Awesome.
But no, it has been a pleasure. This is cool for us to get experiences like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Last year we got to learn about, out in California, the fruits and vegetables and wine and grapes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we get to have a conversation about forage harvesting that, not all of our listeners get the exposure to.
No.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
It's
Awesome.
a big diversity.
Meet Maya Cornheads, built better for over 40 years to power through down corn, high yields, and tough fields without flinching.
These durable, low-maintenance heads mean less downtime, less grain loss, and more profit per acre. They have the option for down corn attachments or direct-driven chopping. They ensure that your combine will move smoothly, fast, and full at all times.
Don't just harvest your fields, conquer them. Visit mayacornheads.com to find the dealer near you.
I'm excited to welcome Paul Paplow to the podcast. Thanks for joining us,
Yeah, thanks.
or for hiding out from
Actually
Your
doing work.
duties. Yeah.
all of your responsibilities.
So what is it that you do, Paul?
So as of right now, I'm the vice president for the U.S. Custom Harvesters. So basically right now I'm here just taking orders from Andy, the operations director, and doing what she tells me to do to help the convention run smooth.
Did you do something before you were vice president? Have you worked your way up to this position?
Yep, so I spent 3 years on the board of directors. Then I became vice president 2 years ago. So I've been the last 2 years now as vice president, and
How long do you
Yeah.
have to do that?
until someone runs for vice president, then new elected vice president, then I move up to president, which we got 2 people running this year, so I should move up to president then of the convention.
Is that really what you want?
Yeah, so it's time to move the process along. So
Well, that's cool. That's good. I always wonder how those hierarchies go because sometimes boards you only serve 3 years or a maximum of 6, but
yep,
I assume that's what that is for you as a board position?
Yep, correct. It was a 3-year position on the board. Then I ran for vice president, and it should have been 1 year vice president, 1 year president, 1 year advisor.
Yeah.
So it should have been a 3-year term, but nobody ran for vice president last year, so it turned into a 2-year deal.
So we're at Custom Harvesters. You have to have something to do with custom harvesting to be the president or vice president. What qualifies you to be that?
So my family's a grain harvester, so we run 10 case combines throughout the summer. Texas, Montana, North Dakota, then do fall harvest in Minnesota, South Dakota, and Iowa.
So like wheat?
Yep. So wheat and then less specialty crops in Montana and North Dakota. So
Okay.
lentils, chickpeas, garbanzo beans, mustard, flax, canola, camelina.
Okay.
So a lot of different stuff.
So anything you can put on a draper head or platform.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
Camelina, isn't that a relatively new crop?
It is. Yep. It's pretty new. It's kind of like a wild flax, what it amounts to. So it's a challenging crop to harvest.
Is
So
it really?
It is, yep. It's very slow, very low yielding, so it's quite boring to do it.
So then is this your custom harvesting business?
Yeah, so my dad started it in 91 or 92. So it kind of evolved, and my brother was with us at that time. He split off, so he runs 10 machines of his own now. I still work with my dad, and we run 10 machines in our operation.
Wow. Do you guys ever work together?
We swap work back and forth, but we never run together in the same field or anything like that.
It'd have to be a pretty big field to have 20 combines.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not doing that in Iowa.
No.
Not very much.
No,
But you're from Iowa, right? Where are you at?
correct, Northwest Iowa.
Northwest Iowa. Tanner's from Northwest Iowa, too.
Yeah?
Okay,
From the Cherokee Storm Lake area?
okay, yep. You're probably about an hour south of
Yep.
us. So
Yeah. Every once in a while, I think one year I ran cross country up around that Orange City area. What was the school district? Sibley Cheaton?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think we ever met him in baseball, but that would have been the only route we probably would have connected in sports.
Yeah, yep.
But no, that's kind of wild. I'm just still imagining pulling into one of our 80s with 10 combines.
Yeah. I don't know.
Obviously, you don't send them all to the same field, or is that how it works?
No, not very often. We're usually in 3 or 4 groups. Everything split up, be a little more efficient.
Yeah.
So go back to the history of that. You said your dad started it?
Yep, correct.
And being in Iowa, what gave him the itch to go, I'm going to go somewhere else and harvest?
Basically what it amounted to is there's a couple of custom harvesters that traded with the local dealership at home. And my dad had worked for this guy on the farm, the John Deere dealer. And his son was going to take a crew south to help these 2 harvesters out that were struggling because of muddy conditions. So they went down south and started in Oklahoma and kind of worked their way up and picked up work. And then basically, sad story, but the son got killed in a grain bin accident that winter. And then Roy Nazars, the dad, he offered my dad the position or the chance to get started. So he offered him anything he could to get him started, and started with 1 machine. And another local guy, Keith Orrson at home, gave a little help also. And yeah, started with 1 machine and kind of worked our way up.
Okay.
How long ago was that?
I think it was 92, I believe.
Okay. That's still a lot to do in 30 years.
So, yep, absolutely.
And have you always been red?
Nope, we were John Deere for 28 years, and we're going into our 7th year being red now.
Wow.
Interesting. How do you like that?
It was a little strange at first. Still getting used to how the equipment looks behind our trucks. We're pretty proud of our trucks, and I think the green combines look better with the color schemes we had originally. But no, it's been good. It's been a good transition. We're very happy with the red equipment, and we're happy with the green equipment too. So they both have good products.
Yep. That's a very board member-esque answer there. Good job. Yeah. So tell us about these trucks. What makes you so proud of them?
We like loud Peterbilts, CAD engines, and a lot of shiny chrome.
Yeah.
So.
I bet your drivers like that too.
Yep, most of them do. So.
How many are you running in a fleet? You got to have probably a whole slew of them to keep up with 10 combines.
So we got 16 trucks.
Okay.
So works very well in the summertime. When we get in fall harvest, we got a lot of farmers that do the trucking themselves. So we're able to run more combines, not need all the trucks.
Right.
So.
Man.
Do you farm in Iowa too?
Yep, I farm a little bit in Iowa.
Okay.
So.
Probably don't need all the combines for that.
No. So I farm 1,600 acres. So.
Yeah, you could have that done in a day.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of a hobby farmer, to be honest with you.
Do you ever try to do that just for fun? Saying, I'm going to start harvest on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, you're done.
So, we got so much stuff spread out, so it'd be more of a pain trying to get everything put together to do it.
Now, I know I've talked to some of these other custom harvesters. Is it true your stuff comes last?
That's exactly right.
Is it really?
So, yep, soybeans, I'll try to squeeze those in, make sure to cut those at optimal moisture. Corn, I plant late maturity corn, so it's never dry when I get to it, so I'm fine with that.
Do you ever do custom soybeans or corn?
Yeah, we do a lot of corn and soybeans.
Okay.
So, yep, our fall harvest is probably about a third of our acres.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot of corn. That's just a lot of bushels.
What do you run for heads then?
A lot of 12-row 30 chopping heads and non-chopping, and then some 16-row 30s also.
Case?
Case and some John Deere heads.
Oh, you got the multicolor going on.
It's got Christmas trees out there.
Yep.
That's kind of neat.
What's the theory there? Just didn't want to trade some of the heads off, or?
So when we first went red, we had demoed a couple red heads and weren't overly impressed with them. We always had liked our John Deere corn heads, so we just converted the feeder house and the combines over to the John Deere heads. And Case had made some improvements and demoed them again, and started to like them. So we've gotten rid of some John Deere heads and it's kind of moved more and more back to the red ones. So
Yeah, okay.
So you got 16 trucks, 10 combines. Obviously, you've got to have support as far as grain carts and other equipments go. How big's your team?
So for the summer harvest, we'll have 24 people on our crew.
Okay.
That's counting my dad and I. Then my mom and wife go with. They cook and clean, but they're not counted in the crew there.
Yep.
Then fall harvest, we'll probably add another 4 or 5 guys between the additional grain carts we add and stuff like that.
Yep.
What time does going south? What time does it start in the year?
We typically start around probably the 25th of May harvesting, so we'll head south probably the 15th to the 20th of May.
Wow.
So and we'll harvest all the way up, typically through November or so, Thanksgiving time.
So do you kind of know where you're going to be harvesting ahead of time?
Yeah, so we basically follow the same route every year. We'll add a few customers here or there, but for the most part, our route right now is pretty much booked.
Okay.
So we can squeeze some stuff in, but usually not a lot.
And how does that work? Because I would assume these people that you're squeezing in are the same. Like you said, you've got customers who harvested their stuff last year.
Some guys are getting rid of combines because of cost machines, equipment, or just repair cost, and labor issues are probably one of the biggest ones. So you get some of that. Then otherwise, there's been a lot of harvesters retired over the last 10, 15 years, so it's hard to get into it, just like farming now. The cost of it's so high, it's hard for a young kid to get started, so
Right.
there's less and less harvesters, but I guess there's more and more. Their equipment's bigger, and I guess we're all running more machines.
How do you decide when you have 10 machines? Do you get rid of them in a certain hour? Is it every 1 year, every 2 years? You rolling all the time?
So we typically been trading every year. We put too many hours under them 2 years. We'll hit that threshold where it's going to drop too much value. So we had been doing yearly. This past year, we actually had 10 new ones starting out. We traded the 5 highest hour ones off when we started fall harvest. Then at the end of the year, those are traded again. So we have all new ones for starting this year.
That's wild. You traded in season.
Yep. So we're getting to the point where they're having a hard time selling our high-houred machines if we run them all the way through the year. So it's a way to kind of keep a little bit lower-houred ones, make them a little more desirable.
9250s?
8250s, and we had an 8260 last year. Okay. So we are going to some Class 9s this year just for a little bit of variety for the dealership to sell.
Oh, I like how you're taking care of the dealership.
So
it's not for the extra capacity in the field.
So now we're very happy with our Class 8 machines, but it's got to work for the dealership too. It's got to work for both of us. If not, it doesn't work for any of us.
And I imagine you've got some economics behind that decision besides just dropping in value. You know how much that combine's costing you per acre to get across those acres.
Yep.
You'd probably geek out on that.
I know. That's why my head's already running.
Yeah.
I mean, I love watching the videos on YouTube. You probably got the custom trailers that you can move stuff as efficiently as possible.
Yep.
Now, do you set it up to where you have the combine on a trailer and you pull a hopper on a dolly?
Yep, correct.
Oh, wow.
Yep, either a hopper or a draper head behind.
That's neat.
Man, we've got into his story, and we're supposed to be talking about the U.S. Custom Harvester Show.
Well, I love that part of it. I mean,
know.
I get it.
I know.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, go look up USCHI on the internet.
Yeah.
Great. We did our part.
There you go. No.
I was joking with a couple of people earlier, and I haven't told Corey this yet, but what we need to do is team up with some of you guys. Look at me. I'll put them in a category.
Yeah.
Some of you guys, and Farm4Profit becomes the vacation crew.
Oh.
About the time your guys are always getting grumpy and tired of doing things, we should show up, Dave, Corey, and I, for a week, and every day 3 people get a day off.
Yep.
We run the truck or the combine or the grain cart, and then the next day 3 people get a day off. Just a
I
morale
bet their,
booster.
I bet their repair bill would not be good.
Just because of Dave.
Yeah.
And I was going to say we could have Dave Cook, but
I've
that's
never
not
ran a
good
cage
either.
combine. I don't know.
Oh, you'd be all right. But that it'd be fun for us because we'd be doing something different every day of the week.
Yeah,
Something we don't
absolutely.
get to see, but I've never harvested wheat.
Or any of that other stuff.
Okay.
So what's your crew look like? 24 people, that's some of the hotels that probably fills them up. Or how do you travel?
Yeah. We have campers that we stay in. So
Okay.
crew campers, everybody stays in. So.
Yeah.
So yep, just moving carnival going down the road.
So does the boss and his wife get his own camper, or how's that work?
Yep. So my family have my own camper. My mom and dad got their own camper.
Yeah.
So yep. Then the crew, we got 4 crew campers that everybody piles in. So.
There you go.
You got kids?
I got one daughter. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
She come with?
Yep. She comes with. She's 10 now. So.
Okay.
So getting into running a little bit of equipment and following around the pickup. So.
So how's that work if she comes down in the spring? Is it homeschool then, or?
No. So when we take off, she's usually getting done with school.
Okay.
Maybe a week left. So my wife and Zoe might come down a week after we
Okay.
leave. Then they come home the end of August for school, and I usually get home second week of September for fall harvest.
Oh.
So I do all fall harvest around home. So at the most, maybe 3 weeks out of the year that I'm gone while they're still at
While
home.
they're not
but-
around.
So no, it works pretty good. If I was gone all fall or whatever on the road, that'd be a lot harder. But doing it around home, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
What do you do with your own crop? Do you just take it all to town in the fall, or who's hauling it if you don't?
So usually put quite a bit in the bin.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, by the time I get to my crop, we got all the trucks, so we can do whatever we need to. So
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, you just don't sell anything in November because you know you're going to be busy.
yep.
Yeah. Well, how do you find your help? 24 people, 4 of them are family or whatever it is?
Yep. So Facebook's a lot of it.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, TikTok's gonna be really big too. So I'm glad that it didn't get banned. So, or it's not right now, anyways.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought that was going to be the answer. Did
I
you?
feel like what is the TikTok handle? I feel like I've seen.
I run under Minnesota Harvester. Actually, our business. I live in Iowa myself. My
Okay.
dad's in Minnesota,
Okay.
so we run off his address. So,
Okay.
but yeah, so I don't do near as much on TikTok as what I should. But we got some guys that worked with us last few years that do a lot of TikTok and helps out. So.
That is nice when you get the younger generation coming and they're probably flying drones and
Yep,
doing all that
exactly.
kind of stuff. And they think it's cool. They're putting it out to their friends. And
Yeah. Yep. But otherwise, we do some J1 visa programs, so trainee visas with the University of Minnesota. Do some
that's
UK guys from the UK. So we get probably 6, 7, 8 guys from the UK each year, and the rest will be Americans. And most of our help comes from probably the East Coast, I would say, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, the Carolinas. You know, they got a lot smaller farms over there or smaller fields. They want to come out to the Midwest, see the big landscape.
yep.
So having nice Peterbilts and new combines, does that help finding people to work?
I believe it does, but I can't say for sure.
That's the excuse?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
It probably does.
I get it. I would, if I was I'm still young, and I would love to go drive a shiny Peterbilt.
You always are looking for Peterbilts.
I enjoy it.
And you're the one that's crunching numbers to try to find the cheapest owned vehicle for your wife. So you won't get her a
so I
nice.
can drive a Peterbilt.
So you won't
Yeah.
get her a nice vehicle.
Yeah, she doesn't need anything cool.
No.
Yeah. Got to have your priorities in check.
Yep. Yep.
I love it. Okay. I know Sherry brought you over here to tell us a little bit more about USCHI.
Yep.
That's the exciting part of this conversation. I should say that differently. No, obviously you're passionate because you've been a board member and you're climbing the ladder officer-wise, and that takes probably some extra commitment and time and dedication. Why is an organization like this important to custom harvesters?
It's basically just the resources. We come here. It's nice being at the convention here. Everyone's a family. I mean, you get your competition here. Everyone gets along great. You sit down, tell stories, have a couple drinks. It's nice, relaxing. So when you get out on the road, you have problems. I'm probably never anywhere on the harvest trail that I'm more than 30, 40 miles from somebody I know. So I might be in the middle of Montana, and if I need help, there's someone that's probably within 30, 40 miles to help me out at all times. So it's the networking, which is awesome. Legislation part. We do a lot of lobbying in D.C., trying to help different rules, regulations. We do a lot of that, so that's obviously extremely beneficial to harvesters. Safety programs. We just shot safety videos last week. Can't say that I was the biggest fan of doing it. I don't like being in front of a camera, but it's going to be good and it's going to be beneficial for us.
Twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
Exactly. So one of the funny things about that, you're talking about you never ran a Case combine before. So last week, all the majors, Gleaner, New Holland, Case, John Deere, Kloss brought their combine. Then we had Krone, Kloss, and John Deere chopper. You would think anyone can get in a combine and move it. I could move a John Deere combine, I could move a Case combine. I could not move a New Holland combine or a Gleaner combine.
Really?
The hydros are different, couldn't get the Gleaner out of park to start out with.
Yeah.
They got out of park finally.
Probably didn't run anyway.
You got to squeeze the trigger to get it to move. So, but yeah, it's just different. So a couple of us felt like idiots because if someone would watch us doing this, they would have thought these guys never ran a combine day in their life.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So the lobbying aspect is interesting to me. I just never would have thought that the custom harvesters had a voice in or need for a voice in Washington. What can you say what some of the top challenges are that you guys have?
One of the biggest challenges we have is H2A. So the H2A program is just getting too far outdated. It needs to be revamped is what it is. Rules and regulations change every year. So it's making it harder and harder for harvesters to, I shouldn't say comply, but it's just making it hard for us to use it because it's getting too expensive.
Yep.
That's one of our biggest ones. The other one is we have a K exemption for harvesters. So anyone over 18 years of age with a CDL can travel across state lines. So typically it would be 21, but since we're harvesters and it's for harvest purposes, we can travel over state lines at 18.
Do they still have to have their med card?
No, they do not. So no med cards needed. So
So can I just tag on to your K exemption?
yeah, if you got a CDL, you can come work for us.
Do I have to come work for you? Can I just tag on?
Yeah.
What is that on your tax documents, or how do you?
Basically we just got to keep a copy of it in our truck. So if we get pulled over, you can show the troopers or whatever. So
That's
that way we know
through
what it is.
DOT.
Yeah. If it's FMCSA. So the states have always kind of had it, but not all states did have it. So we went through the feds and got it done. We got a 5-year exemption originally, so we had to renew it. We got renewed last year for another 2 years, and now hopefully after that period, hopefully we can get it put into law so we don't got to keep on doing an extension.
Oh, yeah. Well, I noticed you had Cop Row over there that everybody avoids. Like when they walk around that corner, Corey, they all go towards the ship pump,
Yeah.
and they avoid all the states of state
there's
patrol
DOT
officers.
and- Yeah.
So it's always kind of funny because they come here. Most of them have been here for a lot of years. So as soon as the show is done, we got hospitality hour. They book it out of here, go put in their street clothes back on, get out of their
that's
uniforms,
funny.
and they're back drinking with us all night. But probably the best thing is they always tell us our tuition expense is free here. We get out on the road, it's no longer free. So we're supposed to ask questions and do what we're supposed to.
You just need to buy him a drink here and get a free getaway, free card or whatever.
I think I've said it to our audience before, but talked to a couple of state troopers not in the state of Iowa that always would tell us the speed-wise that 8 and 9 you're fine, but 10 you're mine.
Yep.
So don't go 10 over. And I'm like, I think that's a bunch of horse crap because not every officer follows that same rule.
I think maybe in a passenger vehicle. If you're doing 10 over in a semi
Yeah.
with a sketchy load on, just don't break 2 laws at once. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what I've always been told.
I'd agree with that one.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
That's good. So if you do get somebody elected into that vice president's role and you jump into the president's side, you got anything you're going to do? You're going to clean house? You're going to turn things upside down?
No, but I think everything's going pretty good right now. So we got a good board. The guys are on it. We got 2 guys going off, but we'll have 2 new board members, new vice president. I think everyone that's running, I think, are very qualified. I think everyone will be, whoever gets elected will do a good job, I truly believe. So then Mandy, our operations director, she does everything for us, and she's very good at her job.
So is she the only one that's full-time?
Yeah, she is, yep.
That's a big job.
Yep, she's busy.
Is she the voice we hear?
Nope, that would be Morgan. She's a PR firm for us.
What's it take to become a member?
Basically, just if you own or operate a custom harvesting business, just sign up on our website. Go to USCHI.com and just hit join and be a questionnaire to fill out, and membership's pretty cheap. It's like $250 a year.
So if you go custom combine Dave's field.
Well, I do custom, but I mean,
I
yeah,
know.
I don't travel anywhere to do it. What's the definition there?
I'd have to look exactly what it is, but something about doing custom work and traveling. But there are some members, that don't really travel away from home, but they do a lot of custom stuff around home.
I mean, at the end of the day, it just helps you out.
Yep.
Get another member, right?
Yep.
More money to put on cool shows like this and go lobby for laws you need.
Yep. And if you are a member too, if we have a farmer that calls in for needing a harvester, mass emails get sent out. So It gets sent out to the whole membership, and
Wow.
if it's a job you're interested in, you can call and try to work a deal with the farmer.
I didn't realize that it provides those opportunities.
Yep. So anything that comes into the office gets sent out to the whole membership, and a lot of farmers will say what they want. They want John Deere combines. They have to have 40-foot drapers or whatever they want. They'll put down specifically what they want. Then if I have the equipment, I can call on that job. If I don't have it, I guess you can plead your case why you should get the job, but a farmer can detail exactly what they want.
That's
I've never thought about that. I just
Right.
figured if you didn't buy the
gotta
combine,
have
you
Ford,
really
Ford pickups and cook
Yeah.
breakfast every morning, and yeah,
I thought you gave that control up, but I guess you didn't.
no,
Oh, no, nope, not at all.
I
And
suppose
that-
there's enough of them here.
and
You
that
can pick.
yeah. How do you, boy? How as a landowner do you feel like you have the power to say, I want green combines?
So some guys are just too colorblind. They have to have it.
That's wild. That is pretty wild.
Or they might rent land that they're having custom farmed, and their landlord wants it.
Yep.
Right? Right? I sell some seed corn, and I've literally had people explain a hybrid to me called that's landlord corn. I was like, what do you? It's tall, it stays green, it looks beautiful. I was like, well, how's it yield? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but it's prettier than the other. So
I hadn't thought about that.
people do like their looks.
So what is something for folks like us that have never been on a custom harvesting tour, been out and about, that would surprise us?
Probably the different elements. Everyone's used to farming at home. So you got your obstacles and challenges in your home area. You get out on the trail, there's so many different things. There's areas that you go to that you will swear you never go back there, because no matter what you do, it is a challenge.
Yeah.
But you kind of learn with it. It gets easier. Maybe it doesn't get easier, just get used to the challenges. So don't let you bother you quite as much.
Yeah. I can imagine dirt roads and small bridges and even some elevators that don't dump very fast.
Yep, yeah, tight, really a lot of tight elevators. Get down south, they were built 50, 60, 70 years ago, so they're not built for semis, part of it. Dirt roads, no gravel. You go out Kansas, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, it looks like it's going to rain. Well, more than likely you better be off those roads before it starts raining. If not, you're not going to get off those roads.
Yep.
So, like at home, northwest Iowa, it doesn't matter if it's raining, you got gravel.
Sure, you can still get
So,
home.
Yep.
As long as you can get out of the field, you can get home.
Yes. Yep. Used combine in northeast Texas. That ground was either mud. There's no in between. It was mud or concrete. I mean, it was so unforgiving. It was unreal. First time I cut down there, I swore I'd never go back down there, and went down there for another 12 or 13 years.
So it's not always in Des Moines, right? You guys rotate around?
Yeah, we do. So last year we were in Oklahoma City. This year's Des Moines. We actually had moved our convention. It was supposed to be in Hot Springs, Arkansas next year. It's going to be back here in Des Moines. So we usually try going north and south. So 1 year north, 1 year south.
We did such a good job, or what?
Yeah, it's a good facility. Basically, the organization's grown, the trade show's grown, so we could not fit in the Hot Springs Convention Center anymore. So we're about a minimal 150,000 square feet now for trade show space.
Okay.
Wow, we should off mics talk about what 2026 looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Get
We're
Farm
not
for Profit
far.
up there being the voice of God, telling us when these sessions start over.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd want to listen to us all
No,
day
probably
telling
not.
us when
Probably
combine trading starts.
But they could come hide with us if they have
Oh, yeah,
duties
yeah.
to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what we should do. We should have like a speakeasy room.
We could have one of those bars that's sitting there.
Yeah.
That's no one's manning, and we could have that, a secretive booth.
They'll be manned about 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, okay.
That's good.
So we got kids tractor pulls at 5 o'clock also.
Oh, drinking and kids tractor pulls. What could go wrong?
Absolutely.
Nothing.
2026, we're going to add betting too.
Betting, there we go. A
I
little
want-
betting
I
on
want
the
that
app.
kid. I want that kid with sturdy legs.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you don't want them too tall.
Nope.
Nope. Well, yep.
Sturdy, low to
Little
the
tree
ground,
trunks.
lots of power. Absolutely. That's cool. Paul, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wanted
it's
to-
nice meeting you guys.
I did that without looking at his name badge, and then I scared myself. I was like, shoot, is it really Paul? It's Paul. Yeah. No, it's a pleasure. It's neat for us. We get to interview people that we never would have had the opportunity to talk to, let alone get a glimpse into their story and their lives. So appreciate you having the willingness to share, even if you were just hiding from responsibility.
You can always come and hide with us.
Oh, he's not hiding. This is professional duties. He'll make a great president.
Yeah.
That's right. No, thank you sincerely.
Yep. No, thank you guys. So.
Corey, what do you tell the listeners?
Crack a cold one. You deserve it.